Hey, love bugs, it's Rosalind back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, I just love you and welcome to my returning my growing extended beautiful family. We're going through major shifts right now, and it's allowing us to go through many different times of our life where things can get kind of rocky. But make sure you pay attention to the signs that are being presented to you to be able to be helpful towards your future. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, what are you waiting for? Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about the, your empathic gift and how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the video gives you good vibes and very informative to you, please go ahead and if you want to share it with a loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath. Don't know why I got stuck on that. And they need spiritual guidance, or they need confirmation or validation towards the life path, or even soul purpose. Please share them while you're at it. Give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And today, I'm listening to Powerful Manifestation, Powerful Manifest Prosperity, Consciousness, Hack Subconscious, Mind, ASMR, White Noise, and Wind Plus Drums. And I'll post that link in the description box below. And today my video is about Twin Flame 101. Heyoka is at the point to completely die and to be able to give birth to the person we are becoming. Yeah, a lot of times we fight with that current that is, trying to make us flow towards a different direction. Because a lot of times we are manifesting a person, we're changing. A lot of us is coming through the spiritual awakening, and it is, evolving into a person that can be really scary, because you're finally knowing yourself as this person that you were before you got here, but you're becoming you again, the old you, but in a more powerful way, in a human form. A lot of us, we're going through it. We think we're spiritual beings. No, we're we're spiritual. We feel like we're human beings, so we're human, having a spiritual, experience and stuff like that. We have to be able to go through these different stages of our lives to be able to experience all these new things. And it's like when I look at my life and like the person I was, being able to not have confidence in myself, not believing in what I can apply myself to do, just worried about, how is this going to end? How is this going to come about? What is my next stage? Instead of me actually going with the flow, a lot of times we fight that current. It is for us to be able to evolve into that new person that you deserve to be. We had to go through those stages of, going through traumatizing situations. We fear what, lies in our future, instead of just taking day by day and living for the now. We're still working on our past and still, holding on to our past like a security blanket. We're still worried about certain situations that has been placed in our lives that, can really have messed us up in a negative impact. Because I know I fall short on a certain situation that is in my life. Like if it was something, when it has something to do with my kids and stuff like that, if it was somebody off the street, I really wouldn't be worried about it. But it's like certain situations that's been placed in my life that can really, it's humbling me. It really is. It's really humbling me, because it's like certain situations we can, we can keep dwelling on it. And it's just like you have so many beautiful blessings that are coming towards your life if you give it a chance. If you can let go of this, this past BS, that there's nothing you can change about it because it already happened. We have to be able to understand and accept our past. Like, okay, our past is not, what defines us today. You defined you. You have to be able to, understand. A lot of times, we worry about our path and worry about, not our path, but our past, and things that we can't shake at times. There's times I relive situations where it's still a hard pill to swallow, that my mom's ex-husband and his wife have done so many jacked up things to me, as well as, my kids. And I got frustrated because my kids aren't able to see the things that I see them doing. And, and it's just like, this is your journey. When it's in time for them to know, they'll see, because a lot of times they really don't want to be able to compute the things that are going on. Like, I really don't want to see them like that. I don't want them to see them like that either. But it had to be at that point. I'm living my life right now. My children are grown. I did what I can do for that part. Even though I'll still be there to support them, I had to be able to allow them to go through their life lessons as well. Right now, I'm trying to change me. They're at their lives where they're grown and they have to be able to make those decisions for themselves. Being able to go through their journey and experiencing life for itself, just like you're doing. And you have to be able to do that for yourself. Don't be fair, don't be unfair to yourself to do, to be able to welcome in the blessings that you truly deserve. Because a lot of times, you're, like I say, we're at this point where our old selves is dying off. Don't go back to that. That's not what that's not the reason for us going through our spiritual awakening, going through all these different spiritual attacks with the dark night of the soul, the kundalini. I'm blessed so I can be able to being able to figure, oh, you're going through this, oh, you're going through that, you're going through this. There's more people that are coming my way to help them try to explain why they're going through certain things in their life. I'm so blessed, and it humbles me on so many levels and layers of myself, being able to know my situations that have occurred in my life. I can be able to accept, be able to set myself as an example, to be able to help others be able to see their way as well. While I'm healing, I have to be able to focus on me right now, as well as, I used to always forget about myself and press myself aside to be able to help others as well. I end up doing that, but it's just like when universe like, okay, I need you to help this person, because maybe there's something I'm concerned about in my life that I needed to find out, just by helping those other people. But it's just a blessing that, yes, our future can be scary. The things that we're going through, it may be scary because you're not seeing the bigger picture of the situation that you've been placed in, or you allowed your decisions to place you in. It's just like your situations. Like I tell anybody, you have to look at, the things that your decisions can take you either one way. It can excel you or keep you, keep you grounded to where you can't go anywhere, and you don't want that. There are so many things that are going on in my life. Excuse me. There are so many things that are going on in our lives that is enriching us and empowering us in so many different ways. We have to be able to experience those setbacks, those mistakes, and failures. That's what makes the successful person. You're going through so many different things, and you're trying to, when we see life for what it is, at times I get so aggravated because when I see animals suffering, it affects me in a bad way. When you can see people being mistreated, when there's diversity, there's segregation, all these things affect me in a major way because I want to go so hard to be able to take that hatred out of people's eyes, being able to see gray, not, be colorblind when it comes to certain things. A lot of us being divided because of how, what people's religions are, what their sexual orientation is, all these different things, but it's like all of us there, people are awakening every day, and it's a beautiful situation because like I told y'all before, there's people that told me about certain things. I'm looking at them like they're crazy as hell. And it was just like, you're not woke. And he's like, oh, I see that you're not a woke person. I said, what you mean? I'm wide awake. I'm talking to you. Like, no, mentally and spiritually woke. And I never understood that until, now I'm finally understanding what you have to go through. You have to go through these milestones of dark times in your life. You have to be able to experience the most devastating things. You probably still are experiencing devastating things. But it's just like the spirit guides are trying to allow you to know that we're taking your hand. We're helping guide you, just being able to have that faith in yourself and faith in us that we're not going to allow anything to happen. Yes, life happens. We're going to have bad days. We're going to have good days. But you have to understand it's not going to always be good, but it's not going to always be bad as well. You have to be able to roll with the challenges that are occurring in your life, because those challenges is helping you build to the person you're supposed to be right now. We're going through these rebirths and stuff like that where it can seem confusing. It can be scary as hell because it's like so many people I'm connecting with, and I'm just seeing the closer we get to our higher selves, the more creative it is. I have some love bugs out here, making their own language. I have some love bugs out here that's trying to write their next novel or their next screenplay. Me, I've already wrote my autobiography. Being able to experience this within life. When God feels like it's a need to go ahead and publish that will happen. I'm living my life through all these different experiences and being able to be vocalized with them throughout my videos. All these different things are a blessing to me. It's like, because when I see the old me, it's like people that, know me, that, I talk to on one-on-one. I tell them, I want to be able to change my name. It's like anytime it's like I cringe every time I say my name, especially when it comes to that last name. Even I asked my daughter that has my last name, I'm like, hey, do you want to go ahead and change that? Like, to what? It's like, me makes me. I love my last name. I'm like, I don't like what the hell that stuff represents. I don't. I'm just telling you, if you want to go ahead and change that, I'll help you do it. And it's just like, I have to be able to allow them to experience the things they're experiencing like I am, because I want to be able to change my life for better. And I'm changing and evolving in so many different ways. There's times that I have my hard times, and going through a lot of things, I sit here and cry and just try to understand, why are things the way they are. But it's just like, you have to not consume yourself in changes. You have to be able to go with the flow and not be controlling of the outcome. Only universe and God got control of that. You have to be able to see things for what they are, see people for who they are. There's a lot of times where we feel like we didn't see what was like in front of us. We did, but we just didn't want to, to admit we were seeing certain things. But we had to go through those dark times. We had to go through those setbacks and mistakes and, failures for us to be able to mold ourselves into who we are. And I tell people all the time, when you can really see your tragedy that you went through to be able to get you where you are right now. There's so many people right now that have went through so many painful experiences where they feel like they can't heal from certain situations because they carried that guilt for so long. But it had to be, I have to be able to tell myself the reason why certain things keep resurfacing to you, because it's universe and God's way of telling you have so many blessings that's coming in your life. But that tragic situation has got you to this point, but we're telling you it's okay to release that now. You have to be able to release it, because that was the old you. You have to bury that old you. You have to bury those painful situations that got you to the new you. You had to go through those tragedies. It's like we're a caterpillar. And now we're birthing ourselves out to be these big, beautiful butterflies. You have to be able to allow yourself to do that. You have been in that chrysalis for a long time. Now it's time for you to branch out and explore the things that are yet to come for you. Being able to be grateful for every experience that you have, experienced. Being able to say, thank you, this experience has taught me so many valuable lessons. They don't want you to see it as a negative situation in your life. They want you to be able to say, you know what, this negative situation has impacted my life to give me more of my power back, to be able to see, a lot of people that have went through the things that I went through might not have been able to handle the things that I've been able to handle. That's why I try to tell people, as well as instill in myself, when you're finally open enough to be able to tell people certain things and don't give a damn about how they look at you when you sit up here and say, I went through this, that's your story, for you to be able to allow people to know what happened to you, and being able to know that you survived all these things that has happened to you many years ago, or you are currently going through. You're molding yourself to be that super soldier of that warrior stance that you're supposed to be. And I always tell people, remind yourself, the strongest people go through the worst circumstances. They have the worst circumstances because the people that have the most traumatic past end up creating something so beautiful for their future. You have to be able to give yourself that, that pat on the back, because a lot of times we don't see how we're healing because there are so many things that's been placed on our lives, and a lot of times we make a mountain out of a molehill. We make more out of it than what we should to. When you carry the weight, a lot of us carry the weight on the world of our shoulders, and we really need to not do that. We experience things to be able to learn from them, to be able to grow from them. Yes, we all fall, bump your head or whatever, but you always have to learn how to be able to bounce back. Don't allow
the dark times to be able to hold you in a place that you are clearly not, you don't overstay your welcome in the first place. Those are the reason why you had to go through those situations. Yes, it can be very hurtful. Yes, it can be very traumatic. But those are the things that's going to allow you to be able to see the power that you have inside of you that's been laying dormant for so long. Because we have all that power within ourselves. Like I try to tell people, I see y'all. It's these massive spirits. And as soon as I say that, the lights start flashing because there's some people that really need to hear this light. I'm going to say, I don't know who need to hear that. But, I have to tell myself that as well. You were this big, powerful person, like, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, to be able to experience certain things in your life because you were that strong renegade before you got to this time. And you sit up here and say, yes, I want to pick all the worst type of people that I had to be able to experience certain situations in because I already know I'm going to make it. I already know I'm going to overcome. I already know this and this and that and the third about to happen to me because I already know I'm bigger than this. I'm going to be able to sever all these things that has brought our generation to this point right now. You had to be able to experience all those certain tumultuous things, that turmoil, that darkness, that the hatred, the anger, everything that was consumed to being negative and dark. You're going to be able to sever that right now. And I have to be able to tell myself, I'm not going to allow this to beat me. I'm a sore loser anyway. I'd be damned if I'm going to allow a certain situation that the devil's trying to lay on me that has me keep on reflecting it in that negative way, knowing God's showing me all the beautiful things that this dark situation has brought me to right now to allow this to beat me. And you have to be able to tell yourself that. You have to be able to get mad at your own self and say, you know what, this is not going to be the situation that beats me. Because if we look at it, we are this big giant. It's a small thing to a giant, but we're actually making it bigger than what it is. Because the most simplest things could be the main thing that will hold you back from the biggest blessings. Don't allow that to happen to you. I have to tell myself that when I look in the mirror, I be damn. You don't sit up here. You that person that is not that sore loser. You're not going to be that sore loser. You don't like losing in the first place because there are so many people are preying on your downfall. Pray that you won't get that way. And I tell people a lot of times, there are certain situations that happen in my life people don't want to say, even though they see that I'm doing good, but a lot of people are pissed because I'm doing too good. When I looked at my mom's ex-husband and them, I had to be able to tell them, even though this is all the stuff that you put on me, I'm no longer drinking, I'm no longer smoking, I'm no longer smoking cigarettes. I'm handling everything that comes at me face on without having to use any kind of stimulation or stimulants or whatever you want to call it to be able to cope through anything. I'm dealing with everything head on and trying to pass myself through it. And they never expected me to go that far. They got scared because they didn't know what to expect out of me. When a person knows your every move and they know exactly how to pull your strings, know how to, shake that stick to get you to bark, you have to be able to turn that situation all around like, oh no, you might have got me last time, but you won't get me like that again. You have to really tell yourself that because you're birthing yourself, you're molding yourself into that big, powerful person, that other, that darkness fears that you're going to find. That's the reason why darkness will allow you to keep dwelling on the dark situations that happen in your life because they don't want you to be able to see that strength that they know you have inside of you. There's a lot of people that come at me, on my page or, on my videos and stuff, want to say negative things, stay online or whatever. You know what? You're an empath. You know when somebody trying to serve you bullshit, and you know when somebody trying to serve you truth. Are you gonna be that person that listens to the truth, or are you gonna be scared and like, oh no, she don't know what she's talking about, because you don't want to admit that you're hearing what I'm saying is correct. You have to be able to go through things like that, and not worry about other people's opinions, because the people that is gonna be there for you are gonna be there for you, whether it's during the dark time or the light time. There's gonna be people that you're gonna connect with, being able to uplift them in a certain way. You can't get upset about your parting ways because they weren't supposed to be in your life like that. You're supposed to learn, live, and let go and keep it moving. I have to tell myself that a lot of times, but I'm blessed to be able to instill power and that knowledge in other people's lives. Yeah, they may not admit to be there, but at least they understand, a new what you were talking about, to be able to allow them to get towards that next level like you're trying to do for yourself. So don't allow yourself to be able to be birthing the new part of you because you're too attached to what happened yesterday. Be able to live your life for today. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of my video. Much love to you, and I hope everybody has a blessed, prosperous week and be everything, they're heading towards everything that they're hoping to be. And I will give my post notification shout out to let me see, who am I? Miguel Martinez. I hope everything's going good for you, love, and pray everything is going, that things are coming good for you as well. And I will talk to you on my next video. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, share, and this lights keep flashing like crazy. So obviously I must be on something good. And Lost Puppy as well. Give me a thumbs up. Drop me a line so I can be able to give you a post notification. Shout out, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I pray that everything goes good for you and everything that you're working towards comes to blossom into your life. And send out as much love and light and positivity as you possibly can. You never know, your kind words can really take somebody a long way. All right, all that light flashing gotta go. Much love, peace.